I don't know which stuff I got to say anymore. I felt like I'd come to the end of the serial playlist feature suggested viewing for Mac DeMarco. I've said I was the inventor of the serial playlist feature. There's two cuts of that. One is my new movie Quest. The other is suggested viewing for Mac DeMarco. I feel bad about my failures to achieve greater production value. One of my flaws is I just push ahead. And it doesn't look like I'm going to make it to any place where I can legally smoke pot, which is a drag. I had those cookies, and boy, I tell you, they did give me a sense of well-being that I rarely get to experience. I suffer a lot from disabling pain. I was forcibly retired at 57, which always stands out in my mind because they said in my readings that 57 was pretty much the top end for a man to live back in the day before all these things. I started getting sick when I was 57, and Andre Lewin started getting sick about the same time with prostate cancer, and I got psoriatic arthritis and ate up my cartilage. I got two hips. Well, they started out, fixed my neck, keep me from being paralyzed from neck down, and then they put in two hips, one of them twice because of a bad infection. Nearly killed me.
Bringing the world home to.
And then, well, I wouldn't have had any trouble with an old hippie pot smoker. You know, I had a way of life, and I returned to carpentry, which I wasn't particularly good at, but I did it. And I did it to the best of my ability. And, you know, 2008 came and I started getting sick too. And I went through a lot of operations. And I'll tell you, I don't think people can see the forest for the trees, because the drug war is a bad war. It's international. And there's a war on people. And I'm sorry. I feel like you've got such a horror with all these hopheads and blockheads. I say that people in the prime of their life were well propagandized in their schools when they were young. And let me see if I'm running. Am I still running? Well, the movie was supposed to end where I'd got some shipping container office on an airport. You know, it's bad. We're in the 11th day of Trump administration. And they talk about fascism, but the fascism really is come to fruition already, because financial terrorists on Wall Street and running the world, really, even the ECB, the only reason the United States has stayed so strong is Europe has been so stupid about their financial system. MMT is a thing, modern monetary theory. You can spend the money inside the country as for your infrastructure and your education and your defense, because it's debt to yourself. We don't live on the gold standard. They're trying to fool you. And they pay a lot of money to keep people fooled. And just because they're wearing a suit doesn't mean they're not a terrorist. Look what they did to Greece and doing to It's all about selling debt, all smiley, we'll help you out now. It's all arranged. There's always going to be a down cycle, and then they collect deeds. So this is the situation. I live here in North Carolina, which you might as well call not conscious. I woke up this morning, they were talking about, they wanted to they were secretly trying to get rid of 104 wind turbines to generate power to get Amazon, Bezos, I believe. I thought that was what he said his name. They can get him off the hook with some carbon credits. I can't believe it. 25% poverty, really, food insecurity, in the state of not conscious. North Carolina people are hardworking and honest people. I've heard about God, and I tell you the truth. Now, this is the truth. I don't think, even if you're going to characterize abortion as a murder, it probably isn't before a thing gets anywhere near a brain. So if you're going to do it, a woman should do it as early as possible and not have much trouble doing it. It's her right. It's inside her body. If it's a special right, no, it isn't, because if a man is doing it without contraceptive or not conscious of the contraceptive, then it's as much his fault as hers. And we know when a woman gets excited enough, she can't control herself. That's some of it. That's some of the reason there's crimes of passion, because, you got, like my scoutmaster said a long time ago, innocent young man, young boy, he doesn't understand passionate love. When you do, you lose innocence. It's a loss of innocence. You need to be responsible about that. Anyway, it doesn't look like I'm going to be able to legally smoke pot. I was hoping I'd get into some kind of experiment. Now, I live here in North Carolina. I'm stuck here. I got a great wife. And we'll be here because she's got a job and I don't. And I'm living on Social Security. I try and do things. I publish the books. Nobody buys them. Poor Buzz is a good one, really. Death as a title is a good one, too, I tell you. It's unique. I need to sell them so I can go make a speech this year at Doc Hammarskjöld Plaza again. I know so much more than I did the last time I did it. And I'm not going and just standing there and doing it like I did it last time. I'm going to have people prepped and ready, because that's what made the big difference for my great show at Alexander Heath and Roanoke. People were prepared to see me and listen about what I had to say about Transcendian. Then my thing was, I wanted to be an artist, a successful artist, before, I was a politician. I've been saying that, people don't understand. Artists have a lot to offer. Leadership in Greece, they did, for sure. Thinkers. Art of thinking. I test my ideas. I might be wrong. I touchstone them into my vision and see if they're workable, if they have a good life. Having a vision was pretty unique. I say, if you have more than one, you're crazy. Anyway, I got a flag. I need your help, really, if I'm going to make a nation of airports and try and moderate world economies and spread civilization and show it as an example. All operating. I don't have to rebuild the wheel. I got maritime law. I got admiralty law. I got international law. I got Declaration of Human Rights and the 1976 Covenant on Civil and Political Rights. UN has to be reinvented, though. We're not going to have time after apocalyptic riot. We can't afford barbarism again. Rome fell, and it was barbarians were okay. They did what they were going to do, and civilization becomes more and more attractive. Barter sucks, I'll tell you that. Let's say this is the end of suggested viewing for Mac DeMarco and my new movie, Movie Quest. Let's just call it the real end. I'll have to start another serial playlist feature. Thanks.